Our next guest, Joann, placed her baby up for adoption 45 years ago. She actually has no idea she's going to meet her daughter today for the very first time. Joann thinks she is here only to share the story of her battle with breast cancer. Let's have a look.
About 45 years ago, I was pregnant and I decided to give my child up for adoption. I wanted to have a good family and I never forgot about her. Her birthday was in August and every August I think about her and her birthday. About 20 years ago, I was taking a shower and I felt a lump and I was just really scared and nervous. I went ahead and went to my doctor and then she came out and told me I had another lump and that I needed immediately to go do a mammogram and ultrasound. They told me a week later the results, which was 2 tumors. One was benign and one was cancerous. I was so scared just to hear the word cancer. And it was hard to look at your family and your kids. I was just worried about if I would even be here next year. I don't think there's any preparing anyone that is going through cancer about the treatments that they're going to be facing, either chemo or radiation or both. After a year and a half, that was the end of my treatment and beginning of my new journey of my life. And I was really excited. About 12 years after I had cancer, I went and had my yearly mammogram. Unfortunately, when she looked at my x-rays, I knew that I had cancer again. When I found that I had cancer, I was sick. I'm like, oh no, not again. I never forgot about Candy. I always told my husband Jimmy to expect a knock on the door or a phone call. Reading the email, I started crying. I'm going, oh my gosh, it finally happened. I was waiting. I don't think it was a coincidence at the timing that Candy found me. I'm still actually going through my cancer treatment and I'm like, go have a mammogram now. And she goes, well, I was going to a couple of months later. I'm like, no, take one now. Candy called me up 2 weeks after she had a mammogram and she told me she had cancer. I've never met her. We just kept in contact and gave each other support. Candy is fine and thriving and enjoying being cancer-free and in remission. I mean, this is absolutely a miracle. Jimmy and I were so excited about having Candy contact us. I think the only thing I regret is that my husband died before we had a chance to meet Candy. My husband died last year. The doctor said, I hate to tell you this, but I think he has cancer. It's devastating to hear cancer. They said we'd probably only have 5 days left. For 20 years, I've dealt with cancer. They've just got to find a cure for it because it affects everybody's life, and there's just no words to describe the horrible, devastating illness it can be.
Joann joins us today, and Joann, your battle, your husband's battle with cancer, now hearing that your daughter, who you've never met, was battling with breast cancer. What's been the hardest part about all this for you?
The word cancer. You know, they say that cancer affects everybody, and it really does. I mean, regardlessly if you're near or far, you know, if you're family or friends or loved ones, it affects you, everyone.
And how's your health today?
The first time I was in remission for 12 years. Now I've been in remission 4 years, and I'm doing great.
Good for you.
But it was all due to my family. I mean, I would be lost without my daughter, Lindsay.
There are studies that show that social support and love and connectedness lead to a longer life and longer cancer-free life. It doesn't cure it or reverse it, but it really is the key to recovery, is to have love around you.
And I can't help but think about fate when 45 years ago you put your daughter up for adoption because you felt like it was the best thing for her. You still never met Candy, but her reaching out to you and you telling her, go get a mammogram, her ending up also having breast cancer, the fate that you were able to reconnect, and yet it's hard for me because you've still never met your biological daughter, Candy. Well, Joann, the wait is over because Candy is here today.
Oh, no,